What's going on, everyone? Welcome. It is Sunday, time for our AMA. So what did I name this? I can't even remember. Crypto Mining AMA, Kaspa, Zephyr, Black Friday hash. Okay, so I just whipped together a title, but the only part that's 100% accurate is the AMA. Ask me questions, and hopefully Google has our answers, right? No, Google knows everything, don't they? Usually, most of the time. Let's do a quick roll call and see what we got going on here. Scrolling up, we do have, oh yeah, this is live chat. Oh, Maurice Reader? I butchered that, sorry. Dimitar Popov, that's almost like Popeye, but it's not. Scott Berard, Mike Baldwin. What's going on, Mike Baldwin? Are you coming into ARC or what? When are you going to come into ARC? It's a pirate, Bad Cat, what's happening? Peanut Head Mining, what's going down? Anthony Dinezu? D-Miners, what's going down? Skirms in the house. Hobo Henry, what is this? IRS announced delay in form of 1,099K reporting threshold, third-party platform payments. Reporting not be required unless you get at least 20,000. I don't know what all that is, but okay. Adil, Bajal, D-Miner, Skirm, Techman, what's happening? Maurice Realtor. I said it again. That totally said it different that time. It's not me. What's going down? Antonio Denuzo. Decode 1, Black Sales. IGN New, Techman again, Alvatis Jokabatis, Skirm, I'm saying everyone's name again, I apologize. Tenacious D, what's going down? MIC, let's see, we got Tim I Am Crypto, we got Max Voltage, what's going on, Max? What are you doing? What are you up to? What's happening these days? Kylie Rose, oh, it jumped on me. So we have, I apologize if I missed you, Adil Badal. Dan Ruggs Vegas. What? Dan is rugging Vegas now. He's not rugging any type of crypto. He's just going after Las Vegas in general. It's like, boom, see you later, casinos. So Pirate, what's going on? Bell Miner, Ace K, Golden Wolf. I'm kind of going up from reverse here now. Chirish, what's going down? So yeah, what's happening, everybody? How you guys doing? It is Sunday. We're doing AMA. You ask questions. I do see the question up there being asked. How do you mine Epic Cash? I'm trying to get it on ASAP. Now, I apologize in advance. I cannot show you or answer that during a live stream. Maybe I could if I start from scratch. It's going to take a little bit. But you're asking about how to get your username and password. You got to set all of that up in your flight sheet, and then that gives you access to the pool. So you don't have pool access till you set it up in the flight sheet, and then the information you use in your flight sheet or Miner if you're in Windows, you then put that information inside. It's like registering for the pool through your mining software, and at that point, that's how you'll log in. Now, if I try to show you my flight sheets and stuff, you guys can get into my pool fees and attack me and stuff. So Epic Cash is a lot different than mining other coins. There's a lot more stuff you need to set up there with your multi-mode and everything, and your usernames and passwords. And if anyone else gets a hold, a lot of people like to just hit a screenshot. Here, this is my flight sheet. This is what it looks like. What am I missing? Don't do that with Epic Cash, because your passwords and everything are there. If someone gets a hold of them, they can go to the pool, log in, and then just request a deposit, because the pool doesn't auto pay you. You got to request the payouts as well, and you need that information to log in, and then anyone could do it. So I cannot show you how to do that during the live stream. I'll try to do a video on it, because I'm going to have to blur out so much stuff, and it's going to take a while to do it properly. So yeah, so we can't go through that, so I'm sorry for that. But unless you guys, I don't want you guys to steal all my coins and stuff that's going on there. I don't have my rigs on it right now anyway, but I don't want to go through and change everything and all my history and all that stuff. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, hey, so I need to ask a question. I'm young. I don't have much money, but I have no electricity costs whenever, and I want to start crypto mining, and I want to know what is the best thing to do. That is a loaded question. One, I'm assuming you're probably with your parents, so they will see their power bill and then probably throw everything out the window, depending what you decide to mine and the noise levels. But, I don't know. You have to do your own research on coins you like and stuff. You can't just say mine this, because you can mine that now. Tomorrow, it might not be worth mining that. So you have to really do a lot more research, not just go up to someone and say, what are you mining? And I want to mine it too, because tomorrow could be a totally different situation. You just don't know. You got to get a feel of things for a little bit there. Is ETCMC still a thing? How's that go? Oh my gosh, don't even talk about it. I see everyone else is getting on it though, so we're gonna see a lot more of that happening. But yeah, ETCMC nodes are freaking amazing. I'm not even lying. I don't even know what else to say about that. Right? What's the price currently at? It's dropping. It's dropping right now. It's down to $1.78. When I first got into this though, it was like I said, it was like 28 cents, 30 cents. So it's definitely up a lot more. But it's currently sitting at $1.78. Looks like we had a peak here of $1.86. It'd be sweet if this did hit $2. There is supposed to be a MEXC listing coming fairly soon, so we'll see what happens there. But I guess I got to bring these up. Let's just... Well, here's my last payout. Let's just go into my MetaMask here, I guess. I'm going to mute my mic. All right, so we'll just log in here. So loading tokens. Oh, my internet's all being buggy. Go, go, go. Come on, load. What's going on here? I got hacked. I'm hacked, guys. I don't have any more. There we go. So I have 827 ETC POW. That was for 9 days. 9 days. So you can see here, I got my ETC-MC stuff here. And these are my reward claims. So the 11th was my first claim. I got 567. I got more nodes since then. November 11th was my last claim. This is the first node right here. I got 827 coins for that. So if I actually go into something like, let's do Hebe Swap. Let's go into Hebe Swap here. This is where you do your swapping and stuff. Do I have it? Yeah, right here. We're going to go into Hebe Swap. We're going to load this bad boy up. And my wallet's loaded, so I'm going to select the ETC POW here. Bam. We're going to reverse that around. And I want to I want to convert this to ETC. Look at this. Max. Oh, load already. My internet is slow from the nodes I have going on. Refresh. Maybe I got to refresh this, reconnect my wallet. I'm just going to make sure we're connected here. Yeah. Stay on. Select token. ETC POW. Oh, everything's so slow right now. Overloaded. Swap. There we go. Now it's showing my balance. Not on this one yet, though. There we go. There we go. So, yeah. So, I could swap this. 9 days, 77 ETC. That's pretty crazy. You imagine? I know you definitely cannot mine that unless you had, like, a terahash worth of hash rate or something crazy. But 9 days, about 65 watts with these boxes is about 77 ETC, which is pretty crazy. Now, ETC is only what? $18, $19. Now ETC, if it hits a new bull run high of over $150 or something, that's pretty insane. But yeah, 77 ETC every 9 days is looking pretty darn good. Now I get the question all the time. Why do I have to buy a license? Why do I have to buy a license? That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Well, you can run an ETC node all you want. You just won't get nothing for it. So the ETMC, the MC stands for Mining Community. It's a DAO. It's a smart contract on the Ethereum Classic chain. So you have to buy a license to get that, and then you have the chance to get these earnings. Now, I'm not saying buy it. Don't buy it. If you think it's a scam and it's going to be a rug pull, then by all means, don't get into it. But a lot of people are, and they're getting their money back very, very fast. So, it's all about, do you want to take the risk or not? At first, I was like, I don't think I really want to. But then I see now, I already this already, so I'm just going to go for another one, and then another one, and then another one. And now my internet bandwidth is maxed out. I can't do anything. I can't play a game, but I'm making a lot of ETC that way, so I'm all in on it still. Anyway, if it goes down to nothing, it don't matter. You have the options, just like Pink Chain and all these other coins. If they end up rug pulling, you had the chance to sell. It's your choice whether you decide to sell the coin or not. Everything has opportunities to make money. You can hodl the coin and hope it goes higher, or you can simply swap it into something else. How long will it last? I have no idea. Once 1,000 nodes do go online, I'm not sure the number we're at, that rewards is actually going to drop 20%, and we're very close to those 1,000 nodes. So we're going to be dropping from, I think, 400 a month per node. I think it's actually 390 is what it's doing now. Based on what I've been getting per node. But that's going to drop another 20%, so we might be down to like 360 per month. So it is slowly dropping as time goes by. Now, there's other ways of income that the actual ETCMC DAO has going, which is kind of interesting here. Is they're starting a mining pool, and they do have an ETC mining farm ready to go. I don't know the size of it or the hash rates or what they got for hardware, but the mining pool itself is going to be kind of like, you remember the Ergo Smart Pool a while back where you could mine Ergo as well as get like you had the Anita Angel or something. You could get Anita as well, or whatever the heck those coins were called. You could mine two coins kind of at once, getting one through the smart contract on Ergo through the pool. That's going to be the same thing here. You're going to earn ETC as well as ETC POW while mining on their pool. And then their farm is also going to be putting their profits back into the DAO itself, which then gets transmitted to the community and everyone that are members in these nodes and stuff like that as well. So, they're bringing in, there's more stuff in the works for this whole whole ecosystem. That's why I'm liking the way ETC is actually going. I guess I saw someone post somewhere over the past 30 days, there's over 100,000 more wallets on ETC. ETC is gaining a bunch of transactions and people creating wallets and starting to use it again. The biggest issue right now on ETC is the exchanges. It's all in the exchanges' hands, I feel, at this point. And I've been, saying this for over a month now. We need, as a community, to start, you don't have to believe in ETC or anything. I don't really care. I just hope it hits new all-time highs. I don't know what it's going to do, but, as a community, we do need the exchanges to get their head out of their arses there and drop them confirmations. ETC is pretty safe at this point. I think they're removing the mess thing here very soon as well. And on some hard fork that's coming, that's currently on testnet. So they've got some stuff going on there in the background, but it's up. The exchanges is what has the confirmations on right now, and I think they need to drop those ASAP. And that's really a major thing that's holding ETC back right now. They've been building through this whole thing. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, I haven't seen anything happening," but there has been a lot of dev stuff happening in the background of ETC, and a lot of these coins that people are really losing faith in. But I'm hoping anyway. But hopefully, all these things do surprise people, and we hit some new all-time highs across the board on these. And ETC could definitely be one of those, looking for some new all-time highs with what's going on chain and things in the background as well. How many ETCMC nodes can you run if you have good internet? I don't know. I have horrible internet, and I got 7 going. So good internet, probably 100 of them. I have no idea. I don't know. And remember, code rabidmining will grant you 5% off if you want to get a node box. That's the only way. If you pay with crypto, which has a little discount there, as well as the digital version, there's no discount codes for there. So it's only if you're purchasing the boxes directly through a credit card or something where that actually works. Have you tried the latest JazzMiner X16 firmware for NiceHash? Which one is the latest? Let's find out. JazzMiner X16. Latest firm. Oh, I don't want ASIC miner value. Stop. I want JazzMiner. JazzMiner. What is their latest? If it's the same one that's on my website, then yes, I've tried it like the day it came out and it didn't work. But I don't know if they have a new one since then. So let's find out. I haven't checked for a little bit here. Firmware. What is that? August 24th? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. October 24th. I think that's what I got. Let me see here. Rabid mining. Let's do a Google search of Rabid mining ASICs and ASIC miners. Rabid mining. Yeah, right here. Click on it. Let's have a look. See here. And October. Yeah, so that's the one that I have. Yeah, so October 24th is the latest firmware. No, it does not work on NiceHash yet. Still broken. Still broken, no NiceHash fix. So, yeah, that sucks. For some. Some it might not. Personally, I'm just mining Octa.Space. All in Octa. People are going to POW blocks and Conixium and whatever else. It's good because my yields went from 12 upwards to 17, 18, 19 again, which is wicked because if Octa does some nice things. We don't know what coin's going to pump. I'm putting my money on Octa at this point because I feel it's doing more than others. They got their what are they doing? They got the VPN thing doing. They're going to have an AI marketplace soon or something. Octa.Space is everyone's getting into this AI thing. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Everyone's just doing it. I don't know if anyone's actually doing it. Everyone just says they're doing it, but it'll be interesting. But they also got a VPN thing, which I'm actually wondering. I might try it. I might try the Octa.Space VPN. That way I might be able to use CoinX. That'd be sweet if we could use a crypto platform to get in to some of these places. So, that'd be interesting. You're on Nexa with your GPUs. So, yeah, let's look at that. How's GPUs looking right now? I have that here. Oh, we do see some profitability picking up. Obviously, awesome. So, we got the RTX 4090, $1.43 for $2,500 GPU. Okay, well. In Canada. That's what it costs here in Canada. It's like $2,500. That's pretty expensive for $1.43 profits. But we'll see. The 4080, we're looking at 79. Now, I think there's a big thing. We're seeing all these pop. Well, Nuri's actually right here. On the 6800 XT, we're seeing 38 cents. That's pretty good. But for the amount these coins have been pumping and the hash rate and stuff that's still out there, we're still really not seeing profitability on the GPUs. Obviously, if you're mining these coins a few months back, spec mining, you're making good bank right now because you got them at a lot lower difficulty. But as hash rate comes in, again, you know, we're still not seeing profitability really pick up too much compared to how much these coins have actually been pumping because there's so much hardware out there. Now, I still don't think that we've really seen any hardware turn on yet. Like, I think we won't see the effects of how many miners actually got rid of their GPU farms and stuff until we do see the 3070s, which is currently sitting at, where's the 3070s? Because they're one of the most popular GPUs. It's currently at 18 cents. Once we see the 3070s maybe hit around a 60-cent profit range, that's when we're going to see farms turn on, because these are the most GPUs. People didn't go out and mass buy 4000 series GPUs, and they are the most efficient hardware. Everyone has like 580s, 3070s, which Hive West is still the most popular NVIDIA GPU is the 3070, and it's still only at 18 cents. So once we see a 3070s hit that 50-60 cent range, then we're going to see people turn on. I've seen a lot of people with over 1,000 GPU farms saying, I'm not turning on till at least 60% or 60-cent profit happens on my GPUs and stuff. So that's when we're going to see farms turn on. So I still feel once we do hit like 60-70 cent profits on 3070s, then hardware will turn on and we may go from 60, 70, 80 cents, coins pumping 1,000%, and then all the profits will drop down to 5 cents or something because all the hardware is turning back on. That's the key point here. We really need to see what's going to happen is when the 3070s, the 580s, all those popular, most farms have type of hardware hit certain profit levels of 50, 60 cents, and then we see hardware turn on, and then we'll see, what is GPU mining really going to look like moving forward. I still think we can't say GPU mining is back because we're seeing profit on a 4090, which hardly anybody ever has because they're so darn expensive. So I don't think we can see it's back yet, but we can see if you have hardware, depending on your power costs, you are getting some profit right now, but there's still way too much uncertainty to say, hey, GPU mining's back, let's go. That's what I feel. I think, 60-cent profit on the 3070s, we'll see farms turn on, then we'll get an idea of what everything's going to look like at that point. Have you tried? Okay, we went through that. They said ETCMC that they're going to be updating the chain as it hasn't been updated since 2020. They said ETCMC chain is going to be updated, or the ETC chain is going to be updated. Pellish. Yeah. Oh, they must be ETC because ETCMC wasn't around in 2020, I don't think. So, yeah, that's definitely ETC's updating the chain. Yeah, I have seen they're doing a lot of stuff with Ethereum Classic, which is interesting. Huh?
There's a whole bunch of smoke upstairs from the stove caught on fire.
Oh, dear. Okay. Stove caught on fire upstairs, so there's smoke everywhere. Perfect. Little one came down with a towel over her face. I'm like, what's going on? There's a whole bunch of smoke upstairs. The stove caught on fire. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, I can smell it now. Anyway, 700% gain recently if you hodled newer EI. So yeah, XNA, if you're hodling that, you're up 700%. Awesome. It's still kapow. I hate kapow. Personally, that's a me thing. Not a you thing, that's just a me thing. I only have 1660 and 1660 Supers left on my miner. Nice, efficient GPUs. Those were very popular cards. I remember before Ethereum came out, when it was only like not before it came out, but I remember when it was back when it was like $200 or $300, back when I got that 5700 XTs and stuff with the, you guys know the Ethereum story where they turned out to be $10,000 GPUs. But there was a guy selling an 1660 Super rig, 8 of them, just before that bull run for like $1,500 Canadian. That's like $900. That thing would have made so much money if I would have bought it, but I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. I was like, I can't really afford this right now. I don't want to. And then Ethereum exploded, and that would have been awesome to have at the time, but I didn't. Anyway, we got, what do we got? Travelers Travels. What's going on? What's happening? What are you doing? Do we have any other ads here? Any questions? No one asking questions? No one's doing anything? Let's take a look at Kaspa then while we're at it. Kaspa, where you at? Kaspa's been failing us lately, I feel. Do you guys feel that? Or you guys just all in Kaspa, love it to the moon? So Kaspa's been having some rough times lately. Look at the past week. It's not gaining. This is expected stuff, though. It pumped up so fast that we are expecting a pullback, so that's normal. The 1 month, though, is obviously looking pretty darn amazing here. You can't really beat this 1 month. It's freaking awesome. The 1 year is looking pretty darn good, and the all nice. But the 7 days here, recently we haven't seen too much happening. But I was tracking, so as you guys know, we've been doing this. I've been tracking the network hash rate increase in Kaspa. It's actually slowing down, but I feel it's in waves. Every second month, we see a larger increase in hash rate. So let's kind of tell you what I'm looking at here. So let's look at the Kaspa 8, not that one. This one. So here's from day one when I first started it. In the first 30 days since I got it, the network was at 13.6 petahash when I first got these Kaspa ASICs. And the first 30 days, it gained 10.22 petahash in the 30 days since the 13.6, from 13.6 upwards to 23.82. Now, the following 30 days, this is when everyone was getting in on Kaspa, ordering their ASICs. They weren't shipping yet. They were back ordered and so on. So this is why we didn't see much of a hash rate gain. And then this is the following 30 days, so the next month after that. And this is when all the ASICs started getting shipped and they started getting turned on and stuff. And we're going to see a pretty decent gain here of 38.31 petahash. So from the past 30 days from that, the first one we did see, what was it? 10.2 petahash. Then the following 30 days, we saw 38.31. But now, the last 30 days after that big spike, we only seen 12.4 petahash gained in the last 30 days, which is crazy. It's slowed down quite a bit. Now, this is probably due to obviously manufacturing things. They're probably not pumping out enough miners to the orders. We see block reward reductions happening every month. So every 30 days here, we do have that reduction happening each month. But are they... So I don't know what's going on, but I feel Ice River might be up to something. And then, well, we know their plant went down here. And then now recently, though, in the past, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days alone, we're going from 60 up to 68, 67 petahash as of yesterday. So we already gained 7 petahash in just a couple days here. So it's spiking ASAP. I think it has one thing to do with Ice River's farm. They may have been pre-mining. Actually, no, they wouldn't be pre-mining because the hash rate wouldn't have changed. They just switch hands on miners. So they probably got a bunch of miners instead of sending them out. Obviously they started their ASIC farm hosting thing with the KS3M. So they probably had a bunch in. And then people started getting hosting there. They did go down. We can see we had a big drop on these 2 days. Day 51 and day 52 of my ROI on this. That's when their plant went down. But we didn't see such a big gain. We see a big one now in the last 7 because, again, this is the second month cycle. And I feel, so this is second month here, moving in November. So December will probably slow down again. Then January will be another big one. It's like do one, skip one type of thing, and hash rate spikes with that block reward reduction happening each time. But we all know about the KS0 Pro, that recent release. Now, I wonder if Ice River is slowly tricking out miners here once in a while just to keep everyone interested. Okay, now there's more stock. Now there's more stock. Order them up. But do you think there's possibly a KS1 Pro, KS1 Plus, KS2 Pros, KS3M Pro Plus LZ or something? I have no idea. Do you think they're going to be upgrading all of their other ASICs as well? And it's going to be leaving a lot of these out in the dust. The other thing is, I was actually doing some power consumptions on my freaking, we've been overclocked to KS1, KS2 and everything now. And I don't even know what is, I'm just going to open this up. I have to do this actually over here for a second so you see special numbers. I want to go into this. There, we're going to go into this one. All right, so I want to open this up. So I'm at 6.69, and originally it was what, 5 terahash? Is that what it was? What are the KS? So 2, and yeah, so 5 terahash. Now I'm at about an average of 6.69. What do we average? 6.5 for the most part. Do we have an average hash rate here? Average 6.69. So I'm going to write this down. So originally these are what? I'm really starting to feel they're starting to use too much power. I know you're like, what? Too much power? You're still at like over 6 kilohash. I know, but like I'm maxed out on power. I got to look at things. I want to build more other rigs and stuff. And I'm looking at what to do. Once I'm going to run them overclock till I ROI, but once they actually become mine, I'm thinking about maybe removing the overclocks. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, we're at what? 6.5, 6.69, 6.69 terahash. All right, so we're at 6.69 terahash. Now I was originally 5, so 6.61 minus 5, 1.61. I guess I got to figure that in my head. 1.61 terahash, and then originally we're at 5 terahash. So at my wall, I'm using about 6,100 watts. all I have on with those 3 Kaspa ASICs is frickin' the X16 and the X4Q. So one is 700 watts, one is 500 watts. So 700 plus 500 is 1200 watts between those. And I got 6100 watts going. Depending on how hot and warm it gets to cold, it's 6000 to 6100. So I'm just going to go with 6000, but sometimes it uses an extra 100 watts there. I'm going to subtract that by my 1200 watts that the Jazz miners use. These miners are using 4800 watts. 4800 watts for this hash rate. So 4800 watts. And originally, if they had no overclocking in them and 5 terahash, it'd be what? 1200 watts for the KS2s and 600 for that. So that's 24. So it'd be 3000 watts. I'm using an extra 1800 watts for 1.6 terahash. 1800 watts for 1.6 terahash, where the KS2 is 1200 watts for 2 terahash. I'm using more power than a whole additional KS2 altogether with the overclocking. So you kind of see where I'm going here when it comes to efficiency. They are definitely not efficient anymore, but the hash rate is higher. Do we still try to get as many coins as we possibly can at this point? Because of the fact that, you know, the block rewards are dropping, the hash rate's picking up. Do we just run them full bore, hash rate as much as we possibly can until it gets to the point where they're hardly profitable, and then we make them more efficient again, which is probably the better option. We're probably making more. So I actually want to do a test now to see what is more profitable here. So I'm going to come into my Kaspa ASIC thingamajigger here. We're going to run 5 terahash. We're going to go 5 terahash here. Maybe we should run it next. We're coming into it. Now we'll do the current month. We'll do next month next time. And we're at here. So what is my Kaspa Explorer? I want to see what's more profitable after power, actually. Obviously, you're getting more coins with them overclocked. So if Kaspa hits 50 cents, Kaspa hits $1, $2, and so on, you know, it's going to be an interesting time. I'm also been looking at a lot of the numbers, and there's a lot of people that hold 100,000 coins, 500,000 coins, 1 million, you know, 10 million coins. There's a lot of people with a lot of coins. So is $1 viable, you guys actually think? I used to think it totally was, especially going by market caps. You know, that's only doubling what Doge currently is now, which means if you think Doge can double upwards and it's only at 11 cents or 8 cents, up to at least 16 cents, that's an easy double for Doge. So Kaspa could easily hit $1 if it could double current Doge. And, you know, a lot of those things work out that Kaspa could easily do it, especially with the hype around it. But at the same time, just thinking of a select number of wallets that have so many coins, you know, once it hits a certain level, it could be a fast dump as well. So I'm really starting to get a little bit of uncertainty there. But again, you know, will it hit that? Are you going to take the profits? Are you going to be one of those people where it finally hits $1 and then no, it's going to go to $2 now, and you're just going to wait, and then it dumps at 150, and then you're back down to 10-cent Kaspa or something stupid. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out. Anyway, let's just work some profit numbers and not just do speculative stuff. So 70.14 is what we're at now. Holy crap. 70.14. 70.14. And we are at 5 terahash. Current price of Kaspa. You know, maybe we should just look at yields instead. That'll give us a better feature thing. But current price now is $12.95. I guess pretty much where I had it here since I last upped. I haven't looked at this since last week or something, so it hasn't changed the price for a full week pretty much here. So anyway, we're sitting at $124 at 5 terahash. So that is what's the power there? Power is 24, 3,000 watts, right? Yeah, 3,000 watts times 24 divided by 1,000. 72 times 0.11 cents. $7.92 in power. So 7.92 in power is what it costs at the 5 terahash version. So that is 124.075 minus 7.92. So that's $116 profit right now. $116.15 profit at 5 terahash. That's still pretty good. Now let's look at the 6.5 terahash. Is that what it is? 6.5? Let's go back into there. What are we averaging here? What are we at? 6.62. 6.62. We're going to go 6.62. All right, we're going to go that. Now we're making 106. Oh yeah, we're definitely making more with the overclock settings right now. Definitely making more. 164. Okay, wait. Now we're at 4,800 watts. We're gonna times that by 24. Divide that by 1,000. 115, 0.11 cents. So it's $12.67 for power. So 12.67 cents for power. Profits after this would be then 164.02 minus 12.67, so 151. Yeah, we're definitely making a lot more with the overclocks right now. 151.35. So keeping the overclock settings on right now is definitely the smarter idea. I'll make this bigger now. Let's just go like this. I'm gonna go 5 terahash, and then this is our 6.65 terahash or something overclocking on. So yeah, we can see that we're making an a bunch more here. Even though we're using more power, we're making quite a bit more with the overclock settings. So it's still worth doing it right now. We're going to leave them on, but in the future, maybe in about 3, 4, 5 months, we'll see. We might have to start looking for efficiencies, especially if we start seeing, what if Bitmain starts releasing a 40 terahash miner or something crazy? What if they, what if they released a KA3 for Kaspa in theory instead of the KS3? The KS5 releases at 40 or 50 terahash or something crazy. That could be coming. We don't know. We don't know if KS2 Pros are coming. What if there's 6 terahash at like 3,000 watts or something? We don't know what type of miner improvements are in the works and ready to roll. But yeah, it's looking like overclock settings right now is still the better way to go in profitability. It's just using so much more power now in terms of that. That extra 1 point some terahash hash to watt ratio is probably pretty low in efficiency numbers here. But you know what? I guess we don't have to worry about it yet until it actually gets to that point where we're getting close to like breaking even. Rabid, I am getting hosted with Ice River. I must say I'm very impressed with their services. They responded to my emails and they said they were very fast in setting up my KS3M. That's awesome. We were waiting for, some people to use them and see how they come out. Looks like they're good. Remember, Ice River, they had a very shady, sketchy. A lot of people were mad at them at the start, especially with import fees or 25%, and everything was expensive and shipping delays. But they have upped their customer support. It seems like they're trying to get better user friendly. They're offering these hosting services, and it looks like they are getting a better name for themselves. And I feel they're really trying to get a good name for themselves, especially depending. Maybe they are Bitmain for all we know. Maybe they're a shell company. We don't know, but now that they're getting their name out and everyone can trust them with the Kaspa miners, what's next? They are working on other coin miners. It's probably something for maybe Bitcoin or something script. I don't know. But we do know, we heard about these. There's Bitstreams releasing for a bunch of new coins now. I don't know if they're allowed to be talked about yet, but there's Bitstreams coming. We could see Ice River ASICs possibly on Radiant, on Alephium, on Nexa. These coins could be Ice River's next entry fee to go onto that. And as we know with Gold Shell, Ice River KS0 is just, it's doing what all these people want for these mini miners. They're decently efficient now, especially with the KS0 Pro versus the KS0. The KS0 was literally the worst miner you could possibly buy in terms of efficiencies, in terms of the price you paid per hash that you got, but it was the lowest entry fee, which did get a lot of people in it. But the KS0 Pro actually became like the second or third efficient miner, so it's good in efficiency. It's still a little higher on the price per hash that you get, but it's still also the lowest entry fee for people to get into Kaspa, home miners, apartments, only 100 watts. So Ice River is nailing it out of the park when it comes to these small, at-home, quiet miners for just the home guys out there. And I really feel that's something people have been just waiting for Gold Shell to do. Gold Shell has been lacking for the past few years on that very thing for these small-sized, quiet home miner things, and Ice River is hitting it out of the park. So I feel they have a huge marketplace to make these. This is almost like we expect, you know, why doesn't Bitmain just put their good chips in a small miner, but they only cater to large farms? So that's kind of what Ice River is doing. They're putting some of these better chips in small scale miners, and people are buying them up left, right, and center. It's crazy. It's crazy, especially, you know, we have Kaspa, but I think this is a good way to get their name out with all the Kaspa hype happening. So now if we start seeing, you know, an RX1, RX0 for Radiant, for an example, I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but for any other coin they start releasing, people are going to trust Ice River, and they'll be like, yeah, no problem, buy. We don't have to say, you know, we're going to wait for this guy to order, see if we got ripped off, or we're going to wait to see what happens after this and see if they got ripped off, or, you know, are they real and stuff. They don't have to deal with that anymore. Now they can just release a miner and people are going to buy it up. So it's going to be interesting moving forward. Any info on any party making an RXD miner or a Lithium RXD? A Lithium Bitstream is coming. It might already be out, but it's definitely coming. Radiant, yes, there's Bitstreams out for that. As for the ASIC side, I don't know on them. Nexa pretty much came out and said we are going to be moving to FPGAs and ASICs, so that's guaranteed. We're going to see Nexa garbage on GPUs very soon, so expect hardware for that. That's just a given. Just like Kaspa was expected to have ASICs eventually anyway, expect that for Nexa, expect that for, I can't say expect it for Radiant, but I think that's a possibility. A Lithium has Bitstreams coming out. I think there's an Ergo Bitstream emerging as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure there's some decent Ergo FPGA hash coming finally. The K10, yeah, that supports Osprey E300s. That supports all the Radiant stuff too. There's another coin though. I can't remember what it was that just released the other day. It's an ETC hash coin. I can't remember what it is. FPGAs, K Supercell. If you expect a coin to times X10, yeah, X10 it. What's your top 3 altcoins? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know what the top 3 altcoins are. It depends what do you consider a times 3 best altcoin? Something that's already pumped, something that has a chance to pump, something that may pump but doesn't pump. Everyone has a different opinion on what the next best altcoin is being. Literally, no one has a clue what it could be. I don't believe any white paper anyone says anyway. Like, you seen how many times there's so many coins have changed their white papers. Okay, this is what we're doing. A year later, okay, now we changed it up, so we're doing this. So I don't care what a white paper says either. All I look for is what is a coin doing now and how profitable is it. I look at mining profits. I don't care what coins are really doing. Sure, you know, there's some things I do look at, like what's happening in the background. Some like ETC, like I said, they've been building for the past few years constantly. Like, they've been going hard. Raptorium's been going hard. You know, hopefully these coins see new all-time highs. But other than that, we don't know what's going to do what. We're seeing all these pumps right now. What if all these pumps are, you know, a lot of people are going to hate this, but what if Kaspa already seen its all-time high? What if it's outperformed already and it doesn't do anything in the bull run? You know, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but these are possibilities. Some coins hit their all-time highs a year before the big Bitcoin bull run. So in theory, next year, if you see a coin really pop off, that could be its all-time high. It might not spike past that in the peak of the bull run. And at the other time, some coins are delayed and they don't happen till after the big Bitcoin hits its all-time high. So you might see early 2026 some coins hit their all-time high because of the daily delay reaction after Bitcoin. So over the next 3 years, it's going to be time-sensitive things on the coins you're mining. Next year, we could see all-time highs happen on set coins. It could be Kaspa's year next year. You know, it could hit $1 next year and never go past that for the next 4 years for all we know. We don't know, and nobody else can tell you that they know. If they know exactly what's going to happen, they're lying to you. We have no frickin' clue what's going to do what. The only thing we really know for the highest percentage is that around the end of November of 2025, Bitcoin will hit its all-time high. That's all we can really predict at this point in time. Other than that, when it comes to altcoins, it could be a year before or the following year after when those all-time highs hit. We'll have no idea. So just keep an eye on your coins. If you see something spike, it might be a time to take some profits. Sure, it might go a bit higher, but it also might never hit that again. So be very careful. It's going to be critical timing over the next 3 years, especially for altcoins. Is the KS0 Pro getting overclocked? No idea. So far, it sounds like they can't crack it. It sounds like Ice River put some security into their firmware for the pros, and it hasn't been crackable yet. They are trying to break it, get into it, but no success yet. It doesn't mean it won't happen. It could happen, but I guess you don't have to run out there and get power supplies ASAP. Like when I first did this video right here about it, I said, you know what? Expect some overclockings, could happen sometime soon, so be ready with power supplies. But so far it looks like it has not been cracked. But yeah, you know, if it gets cracked, definitely there will be some overclocking coming, but right now they haven't been able to get into it, so we'll see. We'll just have to wait. It's a waiting game. You can control the profitability, not the players in the game. Yeah, for sure. I will take Kaspa at $1 for 4 years. I bet you will, MRM. Anyone will. AKA the volume. Pro is likely overclocked KS0. Where do you get the 180 OC for KS0? That is from T Swift. Is the only one that has that 180 OC. There is updated versions for the KS1 and 2 of the free community versions, I guess, for the KS1 and 2. I actually tried the free version of the KS2, and I didn't even hit 1 terahash. I was actually, no, I was 1.5. Oh, I had a coughing fit. I apologize. But I did try the free version of the the KS2, which the paid version right now is 2.7 terahash. Mine didn't work. Mine's only working around 2.4 on the free version of the 2.5. I couldn't get it to work on the 2.7 on one of my KS2s, but I tried the free version on the one that didn't work, and it only hit like 1.5. So it does sound like the free versions of the KS1s and 2s recently are not working on a lot of machines. So, you know, there's probably more tweaking to come with that, you know, trial and error, but, you know, do your thing. At least that one is free, and if it doesn't work, you just go back to the other firmware. So no, it not overclocked. Skew. No, it's not overclocked. No, like I know that was the big thing on the KS0 Pro that, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just overclocked KS0. It's not. There's no way it's just overclocked. It's definitely new chips. It's the KS2 or KS3 or something chips actually in that, because it did see a pretty big efficiency boost over the KS0. And seriously, think about it. The KS0 now overclocked at 160 gigahash is like 114, 120 watts. This thing is doing 200 gigahash at less than 100 watts. There is no way it's the same chips and just overclocked. This is definitely higher grade chips they put into the KS0 Pro, and then they put in new firmware and kind of locked it so people couldn't get into it. So I don't know what's going on there firmware wise, but this is definitely better chips than what the KS0 previously had. They're much more efficient. Rabid, I loved your response on what's your top 3 altcoins. No one knows. By the way, Rabid, how much Zephyr per day does 80,000 USD PC will make? $80,000 PC. What are you looking? What the heck is $80,000? Like the what's that? Let's just look at an Epic. Epic 128 cores. This 100, maybe this is $80,000. I don't know. 702 series. Is this the one? What's the good one here? 3. No, where is 100? Where's it? What's the 128 core one called? What's the new 128 core Epic called? I can't even remember. Oh man, 128 core Epic. And this is all the 128 core Epic Millen 8787. Is that it? iWater and 80. Oh, that's a score on Cinebench. What is it called? Epic Rome and it's Intel AMD Milan 7713. Okay, let's see. Epic 7713. Here we go. What is this? Okay. Oh, this one's only 64 core 128 thread. What the heck is it? Someone telling me in chat what it is? What is it? What is this thing called? We can guesstimate some hash rate on this. I'm just curious. What the heck is this Epic called? I can't remember the name of it. We'll donate Kaspa to you once Kaspa hits $2. You can send me 1 million Kaspa at $2? That'd be nice. Awesome. That's so kind of you. No, I'm just joking. But all right, if you want. The 7742 is not 128 core. That's a 64 core, 2 or 3 gens old by now. What's a brand new one that's 128 cores? 256 threads. Like, it's a beast. I can't remember what it's called. I'm thinking Bitcoin will reach 100K. Obviously not financial advice, but I was wondering what you think compared to past. Yeah, but Connor, you're exactly where I am. I was figuring 2025 peak Bitcoin price is probably 100. I think 100 to 150K is a safe range. You know, it's probably going to settle around 120. I don't 100% know, but based on the previous cycles and how much they went up and stuff like that compared to the previous ones, you know, it is smaller each time in terms of gain. That's why I said, I usually say Bitcoin is, you know, the safest crypto. It's pretty much guaranteed. You don't have to worry. It will gain value over time, especially in each bull run. But it's going to see the least gains compared to most other coins. Altcoins, 10x, 1000x, 100x, you know, they go up way more. Bitcoin, not so much. That's why I kind of got rid of a lot of my Bitcoin and I started going into some altcoins, hoping and gambling for larger gains, because Bitcoin's only going to go like 4 or 5x or something like that, right? And it's not going to see 110x and stuff. So yeah, but based on that, I think about the same thing. I'm thinking 100 to 150K peak is a safe thing. I know we're going to see what special. We're still like a year and a half, 2 years away from, actually we're about 2 years exactly right now to possibly the peak. It may have already happened actually. So just under 2 years, and you know, a year and 350 days or something until the peak away. And you know, we're going to see people saying 1 million Bitcoin. We're already seeing people say 1 million Bitcoin. Is probably one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of. If you see anyone saying 1 million Bitcoin, 2 million Bitcoin, 600,000 Bitcoin, it's garbage. I honestly think that's garbage. Not going to happen. No chance ever. I don't care if all the money in the world went to it. Not going to happen. Not that high, not that yet. That's still a few cycles away. But yeah, I feel 100 to 150K is a safe bet for Bitcoin, which then we usually see. And then 1 year later, when it peaks at that high, we're going to be at the bottom again. We're going to be in the bottom. So let's say Bitcoin hits 120K. Use 120,000. Look, we're already doing our crypto predictions. We're not even in the bull run yet. But I was $1,000 off the bottom from the bull run, and I called it. I peaked it. Actually, I wasn't. I said $12,000 to $15,000 is, or $10,000 to $15,000 where the bottom will hit around November of 2022. And what did we hit? 15,500 or 16,000 or something. So I was pretty darn close, and you know, I nailed it right at the peak of Bitcoin. So now let's guess, what could the bottom be at $120,000 Bitcoin? It usually drops 94 to 96% from the high 1 year later at the, you know, that bear market. So 120,000, we're just going to times that by, you know, 94%. Let's go. That is, oh no, 0.94. So that is 112,000 difference. I don't think I have that right. I don't think I'm doing that right. I'm going to have to do some new comparison. That only looks like $8,000 Bitcoin. That's not right. I'm doing that wrong. We'll see what happens. What if we only see 99K? Hey, that's close enough. Then you know what? I was $1,000 off. Sorry. You know what? 99. You know, I think if it hits 99, it's going to hit 100. But you know, that'll be the resistance peak. But I think a safe bet is 100 to 150K mark for the next bull run. Anybody saying 500,000, 600, 1 million, 2 million, a billion? You know, that's probably some of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Anyway, moving on. Ogre MGTOW, the GPU super server system, SGTRX features the Intel Xeon 88. No, that's, you lost me as soon as you said Intel. Intel's horrible. They don't have the L3 cache. They can put 1 million threads and cores into their CPU, but if they can only use half of it, you know, not worth it. Well, half of 1 million cores, that's still a pretty good darn CPU, but you kind of know where I'm going at here, where you can't use the full CPU. So I doubt you can only use even half of that CPU on most coins. Anywhere can go and buy a KS1 or KS2 and not pay double Ice River prices. Is Ice River out? Let's have a look here. Let's take a peek. Check them links down in the description. But KS1 or KS0 Pro. Oh, I think the KS2s and everything are sold out. That's a hot commodity. But you know, let's just start with Ice River and see what they're saying. The other thing Ice River has been doing as well, you know, code rabidmining there does grant you 5% off at Ice River here. But what they've been doing here is everyone in North America is actually, it's only 2% tariffs now because they have a new Malaysian factory opened up, and the tariffs, the imports to North America is a lot lower than, you know, where they're coming from China or something before. But what do they got here? Oh, yeah, sold out, sold out, sold out. Sold out everywhere. So what is their prices? KS1, 19, and 36. So, I don't know. Let's start off with Miner Bros here. What do we got going on in Miner Bros? Now, one thing with Miner Bros you do have to keep in mind is shipping is already in the prices. The cost is to your door. You know, when you buy out of Miner Bros, that's shipping cost with everything right to your door. Oh, yeah, we got the Mini Doge 3 coming out soon by the looks of things here. Where the heck were we looking for? Ice River. Ice River. Anything in stock here? They do have... The KS2 is here. Whoa. KS2 is $66.99. What is it here? Oh, yeah, that is double the price. Holy crap. With shipping, so that's a lot. I did hear that... You guys, you know what? It might be too late. Might be too late. What's the KS1? 39, 4,000. So the next Ice River stock might be up in price, actually. Yeah, it's almost doubled. You know, that might be the going rate. You know, we've been saying this with jazz miners, any ASIC in general. The time to buy hardware is pretty much over. You know, maybe we're going to see one more depending what the next month or two batches look like. We might see one more dip in prices. But starting next year, things are going to double and then triple and then quadruple and everything of the current prices now. Like these Ice River ASICs will probably be worth $10,000 this time next year, possibly. You know, the jazz miners, they're going to be worth $6,000, $7,000 depending on crypto prices. You know, I've been throwing the word out for a couple months now. The bottom has passed. We're moving in. We're at the tail end of the bear market. Hardware prices are not going to do anything except go up. So if you thought they were too expensive now, you have not seen anything yet. Like, we're talking the cheapest miner you could probably get your hands on in a bull market is probably $10,000 upwards to 40, 50, 60, 80, 90,000. We're probably going to see $100,000 miners in this next bull market, depending how big things get. It's going to get pretty insane. So time's changing. It's time to get ready for that bull market, and the hardware purchasing times are over. It's over. It's going to start getting too expensive. Huck says, don't try to buy now. November batches, December batches are much cheaper right now, but get them now. Yeah, that's very true. The December, like, you can pre-order. I know a lot of resellers, they do the option for future batches ahead because, you know, that's so far ahead. They want to get more and more miners sold. And then you can order them now for cheaper, but you have to wait. And a lot of people don't like waiting. Remember, it's a patience thing. The same thing with like using other platforms to get paid out ASAP instead of waiting or doing it yourself. You're going to charge that middleman fee. So a lot of people don't like to wait, so they just go for the spot price right now. They want it in their hands. But if you do wait, you can wait a bit. But by the time December actually comes and those batches hit the spot prices, they're probably going to be a lot higher when we actually get to December. So that's why you do order them now for cheaper, but once December actually comes around and the spot price is there, if there's still some in stock, it's going to be even higher than what we're seeing right now. So that's kind of how that works. They're getting people on the now phase because nobody likes to wait phase. So that's kind of what's going on there. But you do save if you actually do the waiting thing. But then again, you know, what's going to happen? Kaspa going to dump? Is the hash rate going to triple? Is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? We got more block reward reductions happening. So, you know, there's so many things that happen when you're doing the waiting game part. Timmy always waiting for those discounts. Hello from Russia. Hey, what's going on over there? Patience is key. Exactly. Patience is key. Find the deals. Wait it out. If you really want it, wait it out. If you can find it for $200-$300 cheaper and you have to wait a month, that's probably going to revert into an extra month or two faster of an ROI instead of paying the extra $200 now and getting it sooner, which is weird, but that's usually how it works, especially with Kaspa, the way the block rewards keep dropping and then the price, you know, if it depends if it even moves up anymore. It's been stalling out here a lot lately, but we'll see another explosion on these things happen. What do we got? 162, 74 likes. What the heck? 180 viewers, 74 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. We shouldn't have to say these things. Step number 1, click button, watch stream. Step number 2, click like button. Step number 3, tell Rabid how awesome he is, and then you guys all get a cookie. I'm just kidding about step 3, guys. You can just say I'm a worst person ever. I'm okay with it. Have you moved most of your CPU rigs to mining Kaspa via Zephyr with unminable? No, I feel this is going to be, some people are going to, that was an option for people that, you know, obviously want to get Kaspa because the Kaspa hype train is high. I almost have a feeling that maybe Zephyr outperforms Kaspa. We're sitting at, think about it. We're thinking, you know, if Kaspa hits $1, that's awesome. $1 Kaspa, what did it peak at now? 15 cents? So 100, I guess, divided by 15. So that's another 6x in profitability. If Kaspa can go to $1, that's another 6x from now. But Zephyr, I feel it's going to see another dip. I'm hoping it gets below the $10 mark. I highly don't know if it's going to do that. I'm gambling because I sold a lot at like $12.80. Remember, I mined a crap ton too when it was only $1, $2, and the network hash rate was under 2 mega hash here. But no, I sold a lot then. I'm waiting for it to dip and hopefully get a lot more coins. But just looking at previous to future, you know, I feel Zephyr may have a chance to outperform Monero. And Monero spiked in after its, you know, $1 to $13 pump, and then it went back down. It went up to $400. So, you know, if Zephyr could see $400, $500, $600 from even right now, what is it, $35? Let's go 400 divided by 35. You know, that's 11x gain. So I'm holding on to my Zephyr now. I was selling it all at around that $50 mark, 48, selling it every day, hoping for it to dip. And now it's kind of dipping, doing its thing. I'm just hodling it at this point and seeing what it does. If it goes back down, I want to buy a whole bunch more coins back in under where I sold earlier. I don't know if it's going to hit that level, but I feel we're going to see higher gains than Kaspa. That's right. I said Zephyr could outperform Kaspa from this point moving forward. Will that happen? I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. I like I just said earlier about the altcoins. We have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just being skeptical at this point. And so far, it's looking like Zephyr has been outperforming early XMR. And if it does continue the trend of outperforming it, we could easily see a $400 to $600 Zephyr in the bull run. That's what I'm kind of betting on. But will it happen? We might have already seen Zephyr's high. You know, I said that about Kaspa. I said we might have already seen the peak of Zephyr for all we know. We have zero ideas, zero clue what could happen. It may have already peaked and is running back down. We got to wait another full cycle for all we know. We have zero idea of what's going to happen. But I'm betting on Zephyr, and I just said Zephyr could outperform Kaspa. I can't wait to see the hate on that one. Oh, this is awesome. Gotta love this, huh? Isn't this fun? We're having fun, aren't we? Craziness. Zephyr will follow Monero, but add 15% because more eyes. Yeah, it's getting a lot of traction, but that's the difference here too. Like Zephyr isn't, well, obviously Zephyr is not Monero. Monero has a 2 backing, but Zephyr has more going on than Monero in theory. So originally, like when I first heard of Zephyr, you know, I was like, oh great, this is just a crap XMR fork. And then all of a sudden they forked Haven. Oh, now they double forked to make one thing. But it's kind of interesting what they did because I never really followed Haven too much. I still don't really. Like I said, I don't follow blockchains, but sometimes I kind of look into them and then maybe I just hype myself up for no reason. That could be very well what I'm doing. But they forked XMR. Obviously, we got Privacy Coin. We got Zephyr now. Now, Haven, which we looked at yesterday. Let's look at this right quick. Haven Protocol. Haven Protocol. We're looking into this. Haven Protocol now, it was, how come it's not showing it? There it is. So Haven Protocol is built on Monero and including XUSD, the world's first private stable coin. This is what Zephyr is doing with the ZUSD, the Zephyr stable coin. They forked Haven. Now they got, Monero has Monero and they got Haven, 2 projects working together. But Zephyr is doing both of these by themselves, which is more. This is 2 different projects. Zephyr's doing all this by themselves, which is interesting, which is why it's probably gaining a lot of traction as well as they implemented it. Now, a lot of people don't even know Haven existed in the first place. I remember when they first started announcing, look at our new wallet. This thing is awesome. We put a lot of work into it. And everyone's like, wow, that thing is awesome. That is game. That is next level. You know, this wallet is sweet. And I was like, that wallet looks familiar. Where did I see it before? And that's what actually got me looking into Haven. And I was like, wait a minute. This is starting to make sense. Their wallet is just a straight fork from here. They didn't work on it at all. Well, they probably worked on it. They changed, you know, the balance to the send spot and stuff. You know, they changed a little bit of stuff there. But it is pretty much a copy-paste wallet, in my opinion. That's just me. but a lot of people thought it was game-changing, next-level, wicked wallet, but it's not. It's a Haven wallet forked into Zeph. Now, that's where I was going with this early on. Okay, they did this. It's just forks. But now we're seeing massive traction and eyeballs come across Zeph, which is interesting. And now it's outperforming early 2016 XMR days. And then 2017, we saw XMR blow up to over $400. So that's where I'm like, you know what? Forget about it. All in, mine away. If this, people are crawling to this thing like crazy, I don't care. I'm going to mine the crap out of it. I'm going to wait for the bull run now, and we could see $400 to $600 Zeph if the traction keeps up. I don't know if it's going to happen. It could. It might not. But so far, that's looking like the direction it's going. So we'll see what happens. So right now, all in Zeph, let's do this. That's my 2 cents on that. That's how I research projects. It looks like a fork. Looks like it's a copy and paste. Everybody likes it. It's probably going to moon. That's my 2 cents. That's what we're doing. Haven is both. I think you can mine it on GPUs and CPUs. Now, the big thing with Haven is it is the most demanding L3 cache I've ever seen. You need 4 megabytes of L3 cache to mine the Haven protocol coin. That means even all the Ryzens can only use 50% of the CPUs unless you got a 3D Vcache. Now that's where the 3D coins or the CPUs are really going to come in, because you can now fully utilize the entire CPU on Haven with the 3D Ryzens. So that's where the L3 cache is going to come in. But for the other coins, all that extra L3 is not going to do anything. But on Haven, it does do something, and you do get more hash on the 3Ds because you have the 4 megabytes per thread to utilize that. So if you have a 3D cache CPU, then maybe Haven is a nice option for you. It actually has been gaining traction the past little while as well. Let's just look at Haven protocol price. Haven price. It's seen a nice spike last bull run, so let's just jump into this. Here's Haven. Like right now, it looks like it's going down, but it went up a little bit. But look, where's the all-time? So here's the high. Haven actually hit $25. It's only at 27 cents right now. So $25. Let's see. Divide that by 24 cents. That's 104x. We could see over 100x happen on Haven if it hits its all-time high again, which will be interesting. It'll be interesting. We don't know if it's going to do this. I have no idea. But this is built on Monero, the OG privacy coin. So we'll see what happens. That's a possible 100x from right now that you can see on Haven. So there's another maybe. There's another, Hail Mary we could throw out there. So there's options. Anyway, yeah, that's 2 cents on that. I wish FUD got 300 million SHIB. SHIB. Good old SHIB. You guys all have SHIB out there? I know everyone probably has a little bit of SHIB just waiting for something to happen somewhere. For me, Zeph and Kaspa are pumped by ASICs to boost sales. Eventually, I believe these coins will cease to exist. That's interesting, Nor Games. Now, you got to keep in mind, Zeph doesn't have any ASICs. Neither does Monero. The Bitmain X5 is not an ASIC. It's a bunch of CPUs on a hash board. It's literally CPUs and RAMs built into an ASIC frame. It's like a pig in lipstick. It looks like an ASIC, sounds like an ASIC, but inside the interior, it is not an ASIC. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. Can you tell me which is the safest wallet for Kaspa Bitcoin? I love Tangem. Links in the description. The Tangem hardware wallet, honest to God, is one of my favorite wallets out there. And usually, I got Ledger. Thank you, Ledger. You sent this out to me 2 years ago. Get the Ledger. Obviously, everyone hates Ledger now because they just said that you can now, your seed phrase can get sent off everywhere. So everyone hates them now. But, I did get sent out some other wallets a while ago, and I haven't done a review on them yet. Like, I have the Keystone wallet. I have the Elipel Titan wallet, the Titan Mini. I got the big hard crypto seed steel phrase thing. I have these wallets. I haven't done videos on them yet. They're probably getting mad at me. But I got to be honest that the Tangem wallet is literally my favorite, especially as a miner. when it comes to all the other wallets, yeah, they're just a different device. You hold them, you put them in, but they all have Bitcoin, ETC, and all those stupid meme coins that everybody hates unless, you know, as a miner, who cares about a meme coin? You know what I mean? You know, a lot of you guys have shit, but I just finished saying. But you know, like, you know what I'm talking about? You know, you got the Peppy, and you got this, and you got that. You know, all those quick pump and dumps, you know, all that stuff, Ethereum chain tokens, you know, your basic Litecoin. That's all those wallets have. That's it. All they do is cater to the main biggest coins there, like Bitcoin and these tokens and where all the hype trains are. But Tangem is amazing, and we're a mining channel, so I pump the crap out of Tangem because it is a wallet, hardware wallet for miners. There might be adding Raptorium. If a coin wants on there as a community, I've emailed them all the time. Can you add this coin and this coin and this coin? They do it. You tell the other people to do that. No, we're only doing this. Oh no, we can't do that. We're only keeping these. They only keep the main coins and all these other wallets. Ledger, Elipal, Keystone, all of them. I don't like them. Even though I never even did a video on them yet, I still have to do that before they yell at me. But I can't go against it. And I'm going to have to say that when I do that is I don't like these wallets. I like Tangem because they are catering to miners. They got the most amount of mineable coins for crypto miners that you can in a hardware wallet. And they keep adding more and more and more, especially as you ask them. I told them to reach out to Raptorium. They said, yeah, do you have a contact? I said, yeah. I let Charlie know, and then I linked them up on Twitter. Now they're talking. We might see Raptorium on Tangem here soon, depending if they get things worked out, you know. And then other coins. They have Dynex is supposed to be added to Tangem pretty soon. We got Octa.Space on there. We got Pac-Man on there. We got the ETC POW on there from the ETMC nodes because you can add the chains in like you do on MetaMask. They are the most versatile hardware wallet for crypto miners, I feel. So that's why I talk about them all the time, because I like them. And they have the coins that us miners mine. So yeah, there we go. That's my 2 cents on where I store my stuff. So my Kaspa and any coin it supports, that's where my coins are. They're on Tangem. I'm stacking AAAWAVE like a squirrel. Prepare for winter. Oh, crazy. What else do we got here? Cold card, Trezor. Yeah, Trezor, but Trezor's like the other ones though. They just got your main coins. They don't got all these other coins on it either. And Trezor is I'm still up in the air. I haven't heard any info. I know they had the Trezor 2.0 come out, but the Trezor, it's never going to happen. Obviously, someone has to physically steal the device, but Trezor is hackable. People can break into the Trezor, do some type of soldering trick, and extract your private keys. So someone has to literally break into your house, steal the device, and got to know what they're doing. But the possibility is still there in a Trezor. That's why I don't recommend Trezor either, because they haven't fixed the issue. Everyone thought they fixed it for so long that it was like 3-4 months ago it finally came out again. Oh, the new Trezor can still be hacked the same way as the original. Oh, great. Not buying Trezor no more. So, yeah. That's right. I just got a Tangem. There you go. I have general trust issues. Yeah, Fundraiser has general trust issues. Palace Miner, when you added Pac-Man to Tangem, was it on the Octa chain or BNB chain? I saw one on BNB. Octa. Add it on Octa, not BNB. You want it on the main chain, so do it on the Octa chain. If you add it to BNB, then you're probably not seeing your coins. If that's something you did. And that's okay, though. You know, just like MetaMask and stuff, they usually use the same address. So for all the ETC and ETH-based coins, it's just the same address anyway. That's why if you want to add something to MetaMask, you can just get up and mining ASAP, start mining to that, but you won't see the coins in your wallet till you actually add the chain IDs and stuff. Then you'll see it. But when it comes to Octa, yeah, add it onto the Octa.Space chain, not the BNB chain. SafePal 50, what's that? Via MetaMask. You can recover on that chain maybe via MetaMask. What? Can Zephyr be, what is that? Enjoyed? I can't, it's a stupid heart symbol. Enjoyed with GPU. Well, you can mine it with a GPU. It's just not recommended. RandomX algorithm was made for one purpose. ASIC resistant, GPU resistant, FPGA resistant. It wants CPUs. That's a funny thing. When something wants to be CPU mineable only, it happens. Nothing else can mine it, and they can. And something that can mine it, it's horrible at it. But you see a lot of GPU coins, ASIC resistant. Next thing you know, there's an ASIC on it. Oh, thanks guys. Thanks for the promise. Love you. So, that's kind of thing there. But yeah, Random X was built to be, you can mine it on a GPU, but it's very bad. Very, very bad. Like, I don't even know. 800 hashes at 300 watts, 200 watts. I don't even know. And then you got a 3900X, 110 to 130 watts at 12,000, 13,000 hashes. So it's 13 times faster on a CPU and 80% more efficient type of thing or whatever. So you can mine it on GPU though. Don't get me wrong. Definitely can do it. It's just not a good idea. Unless you got free power. And it's not a good idea because if you have free power, you're better off mining something else. Is LTT making its coin now? But do you think big companies will make ASIC CPU miners for Zephyr? I don't know. The big rumor right now is no. As an ASIC, no. There will never be an ASIC on Zephyr unless Zephyr decides to fork to a new algorithm, which I really highly they won't. But there won't be an ASIC on Random X, just the way it's built. But there may be X5 firmware because some people consider that an ASIC when it's absolutely not. There may be firmware coming out for that mid-December. That is the rumor. We have to wait for mid-December to see if that actually happens. For some reason at this point, I don't think it's happening anymore. But it's hard to say. I feel we would see a lot more hash rate probably hit for testing. I feel we would have seen a possible F2 pool or maybe an app pool emerge on Zephyr. But we haven't seen any of these things yet. But, allegedly there are some inside leaks. I believe Viper Tech is not the pool, not Viper mining pool, but Viper, whatever that place is. They were the first people to announce the X5 actually. They're one of the people that are saying that the Zephyr firmware is coming. So you can take that any way you want if you believe in them or not. But, that's one of the sources that says that it is coming. The other thing is very interesting is that these miners were in stock constantly. And then in the past, as of 4 days ago, just like within an hour, everything out of stock. Like it's like something leaked and then bam, every miner was gone. And I was getting nailed with DMs. Where can I find an X5? I'm like, this is weird. Why does everyone want an X5 already? And then I found out word on the street is firmware coming. Bam, miners are gone. So it was crazy. So that's pretty much what's going on. All it is some leaked information right now that's maybe mid-December we'll see firmware. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I have no idea if it's true or not. It's out already for sure. That's why the network got hit so hard. That's true. Bitmain could be testing it, but there's a lot of other factors going into this as well. So let's look at Zephyr. What's the hash rate and price and everything at anyway now? 32. Come on, Zephyr. Do it. Come on. We need $5 Zephyr. $5 Zephyr. Who's dancing? I know a lot of people are probably mad if it hits $5 because that profitability is going to dump to nothing. But I need $5 Zephyr because if Zephyr hits down to $2 to $5 range, I could buy up 3,000 Zephyr. So that's from selling at a little over $12. So I need $5 Zephyr so I could get a huge Zephyr bag for the future. Because then if it hits $400, that's possible $800,000. I got the math down, but I don't know if the coin will perform the way I want. I'm hoping it does. Anyway, so we're looking at that 2 gigahash again. So yesterday, day before, it was at what? It had peaked up towards of 3 gigahash or something. That's saying 2.5 on the pools. The unknown, it was up to 3. But there's a lot of things that actually happened as well. One being C3 pool, Monero Ocean has been here for a bit. We know this. Solo pool, I'm not sure how. Okay, yeah, they've been on for a bit. Sky pool is a new one. That's not too much hash, but still at the same time, 22 mega hash is a decent amount. This is another profit switching pool that does swap into Monero as well. So that just came online. We got Raptor hashes back and forth here sometimes. It looks like they got some hash right here. They found a block 6 hours ago, so that's awesome on them. And then Unminable, another one, proxying in. So that could be a lot of this hero miners, possibly hash rate coming in is because they have their own internal pools. They also proxy out. And a lot of people do use Unminable. And then now you got that switching thing. You can go in and get paid out in Kaspa more than, some of the Kaspa ASICs out there. If you have, depending on your CPU farm and stuff. But this is also coming in, adding into a lot of hash. We don't know how many users are on unminable, but this is also adding to all the hash rate, and that just happened a couple days ago as well. So we have more profit switching pools joining onto Zephyr as well, which is adding on to the sell pressure, obviously, here. And then it's also adding on to the increased hash rate, because it's like having more networks point rigs into, where normally you have a bunch of XMR miners and Ghostwriter miners on, Monero Ocean, for example, is where it usually was, and now you opened up that whole community into Zephyr, and it's swapped over. So there's a lot more hash rate coming in from other things. All that's left here, I think they're waiting on is maybe Zergpool. I don't think Zergpool's on here yet. Usually they're in on everything. So there'll be another influx of hash of Zergpool, and Zpool possibly open up Zephyr as well. I bet you they're probably looking into it. Those are another big thing. So yeah, I think that's another issue on the increase in hash rate. We also got the Black Friday hash coming in. That was in the title. Now, by Black Friday hash, I mean we've had a bunch of Black Friday sales going on. Technically, they're still on right now. The 5900X and stuff was on sale. Make sure if you do want to shop anything on the Amazon, click my link to Amazon down in the description. Then you can search whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You don't have to buy what the link goes to. Just click on it, search anything Amazon, look for your own deals or something, and then as long as you click the link first, it'll help out the channel. Not saying you have to, but it'll be a nice little boost for me. So thank you of anyone that does do that. But yeah, we have that. We have the Black Friday sales going out. Shipment is anywhere between the 5th to the 10th. I ordered a couple things there. Personally, what I ordered myself is I ordered two 7900Xs because one, I like to build in pairs because of the splitters and stuff, and two, I've never tested that CPU yet, and hashrate.no is out to lunch on everything other than a GPU. When it comes to a lot of their ASICs, when it comes to a lot of their CPU stats, nothing. I don't understand how it's way out to whack. So I want to test 7900X, see how it does. Aragon Strider also said he wanted to get rid of some of his AM4 motherboards, so he was selling some of them for $50. So I was like, oh great, now he's selling cheap motherboards. So I had to go and order two 5900Xs because they were on sale. So I have two 5900Xs coming, two 7900Xs. Now I haven't tested a 5900X before, so that'll be awesome as well. So now I can get hash rates, update my calculator on that, get hash rates on the 7900X, update my calculator, and then we can figure out, how do these CPUs hash. So that'll be fun times. I got stuff that I haven't tested yet. And also, I believe if you guys want, I think Aragon does have another 4 or 5 AM4 motherboards available. I'm not sure if he's still putting them up for sale or not. I only took two of them because I couldn't really afford to get too much because Christmas is coming, guys. So, I didn't want to get too much. So I got two 5900s and two 7900Xs. So I got 4 more rigs coming. That should boost me up to around 600 kilohash, maybe about 580 kilohash on there. So I'm over half a mega hash, slowly building up here. We'll see what happens moving forward. Hey Rabid, how much discount can we get on miners when we buy in bulk, like 100 ASIC miners? Do you have any idea? Crypto Miner X, I would DM me and let me know what you want, and I can see if I can try to get you a deal. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure what you can get, but go to Discord, send me a DM, and we can see if we can get you a deal somewhere. I'd be like, hey, I got a guy that wants like 100 miners. What can we do? Type of thing. But yeah, DM me and we can talk about that. What do we got here? Speaking of hash rate, no, they are now updating the hash rate of GR coins on GPUs, and GR coins in the lead for... Yeah, I seen that. I did notice that, which is interesting. So if you're obviously seeing... But then again, a lot of them are out to lunch. There was a conversation going about that in my Discord today. And I can't remember, hashrate.no said some coin was doing really good on a GPU, but if you look on a CPU, it was one of the worst ones you could mine. So you got to take it with a bit of grain of salt. Like I said, unless it's only, but then again, I said they do good on GPUs, but I still don't think they know the numbers when it comes to GR. You got to get, like, GR is a really hard algorithm to test. And depending where you look, you're going to see numbers all over the place. So, example, a 3900X on Ghostwriter, like I said, it does about, 3.4, 3.5 kilohash. But that's over a 24-hour average. You have to get the average hash rate on Ghostwriter. Because you could, depending when you look at it, a 3900X could be hashing at 18 kilohash and as low as 2 kilohash. So there's a huge difference in hash rate there. And the same thing is for GPUs. And some of the algorithms in Ghost Rider, which has 20 different mini algorithms, GPUs do decent on some, and they do absolutely horrible on some of the other ones. The CPU does good on all of them. So you're still going with, it is designed for CPUs. GPUs can mine it, but you're still way better on a CPU. But yeah, hashrate.no is kind of upgrading and updating that, but I never looked at any of their numbers, so I don't know how they do it. But a CPU is obviously the better choice there for GR coins. And you just gotta keep in mind, a lot of the people that test a lot of hash rates, especially on GR, have been wrong by a lot, because they just look at a hash rate and say, okay, there's your hash rate. Well, is it 24 hours? No, it's just what I saw. Well, there you go. Wrong answer. You need at least 24 hours to really see it. So, it's up to you. Just test it. Throw a GPU on it. See what your average hash rate is after 24 hours. And every 24 hours, it'll be close, but it could change a little bit as well, because every few blocks, it'll change. So it depends what algorithm it actually hits, more often throughout that 24 hours. So, it'll usually stick around the same, like 3900X, 3.3 to 3.5 will be roughly in there pretty much all the time. But there could be times where you see 3.1 or maybe 3.6 as the 24 hour, because maybe it hit the high range more often than the previous 24 hours, or the low range more often. So, but you will usually see within the same margin every 24 hours there. But yeah, that's GR. It's a really tough one to really test without time. Time is the only thing that can truly test it. I don't look at the price. I look at the yields of the coin. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of people do that as well. They look at the yields. Is hash rate down on a coin? How did it previously perform? Awesome. I could be making a lot right now. People left this coin for this coin. I'm going to jump on this coin. Hopefully it does me better long term. And that's I do that all the time as well. I do that quite often. I look for a lot of yields and stuff on top of daily profits. If I need profits quick and I rough it up and okay, I got X amount of time to get the power bill and then do whatever. So I do that as well. Sometimes I maximize profit till I know my power bill's covered. I sell it and it's sitting there ready. And then, I'm like, okay, where's the yields at? Where's this at? Where could I earn coins at? Where's the most money at this point for a possible future? And then I just bounce around like that as well. There's so many different ways to mine crypto. What are your thoughts on RTM long term? Thinking of buying enough for a smart node? I am like everything. It's all hope, guys. It's all hope. I don't know what it's going to happen. I do hope RTM's going to see, will it hit a new all-time high? I'm skeptical about a new all-time high, but I'm definitely hoping for at least 1 or 2, 3, 4 cents here. At least 1 cent would be absolutely awesome right now. That's still like a 10, 15, what is that? What are we at? 0.001 or something. So like 1 cent is like a 10x gain from here at least. So, I'm looking for at least 1 cent. Could we see a new all-time high? Maybe. RTM is getting a lot harder to get now than it used to be. Block rewards on both the smart node side and the mining side is dropping every month. Kind of like Kaspa, but not to the fast extent. It's definitely a lot slower than that. It's only a few coins, every month here. But it is starting to drop, so the supply is dwindling. Asset creation is almost done out of testnet. It's been on testnet for a good 4 or 5 months now, maybe. It's been there for a while, so they've been tweaking that out. So they do have assets will be hitting mainnet on Raptorium very, very soon. There's a new UTXO wallet and DeFi platform releasing for Raptorium as well. So they got a lot of stuff ready to roll, and when it releases, that's when things are going to get interesting. Very, very interesting things are coming up for the Raptorium thing. UTXO DeFi platforms, the smart contracts and assets set to drop on mainnet. It's gonna be an interesting time. So what is it gonna hit? No idea. Hopefully it does good, but we don't know. But I'm hoping for it to do some good stuff. I don't look at the price. Yeah. Oh wow, I just looked. I now have 150 subscribers. Thank you again for the help. Hey, no problem, Spellish Miner. You hit 150. Nice. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. Richard99, what are you mining with your X16Q? I am currently on the old Octa.Space, Pac-Man, Zill train on my Jazz miners and stuff right now. XMR devs will change the algo in 1 year. Yes, Fox D, Random X V2, whenever they do fork that next year, yes, Monero will be changing it. Now, it's not exactly what everybody thinks. Everyone thinks, algo fork, it's going to Random X V2, X5 is done for. That's not the case. The X5 will still sounds like it's going to be able to run it. It's just going to lose a little bit of hash rate. How much? We don't know. I think 10%. And then it's supposed to bring the Ryzen CPUs and some of the Intels maybe up an additional 5 to 10% hash rate boost, which is supposed to bring the efficiency between the X5 and the CPUs a lot closer together. But it's not eliminating the X5 unless, once we figure out how Bitmain does its thing, maybe because of their hard fork thingamajigger that they did inside there, maybe it will eliminate it. But based on what everyone is saying right now, it's just a small drop in hash on the X5, a small increase in hash on CPUs to bring the efficiency levels a little bit closer together than what they are right now. That's all that the Random X V2 currently looks like it's going to be doing, as far as I'm aware. Maybe things could change from now and then, but we'll just have to wait. Anyone play with Raspberry Pi 5 yet? I haven't. I think I thought I saw someone messing around with one on Twitter yesterday. I'm not sure. I don't know. That might not have been that one either. How big are the fans of the KS2 and should I replace them with Noctua? Depends if you're overclocking it or not, I guess. If you overclock it, you probably don't want to use the Noctua. But then again, if you live in the Arctic, it might be okay because it's minus 60 outside. That's an option. It all depends on your ambient temps, if you're overclocking or not, how you're running it. There's so many different factors that involve it. Now, if your probably ambient temp is around 15C, you might be able to get away with them. They're I think they're 120 mils. The standard 6,000 RPM ASIC fans. So yeah, the Noctuas will work, the industrials for sure. You may need an adapter, depending. I gotta look to see. You might need an adapter to actually get them to plug in, but I'm not sure on that. I am not watching anyone but Rabbits these days. I missed the DCA fam. Crypto Mikkel, what's going on? And congratulations on winning the KS0 Pro you won? Was that Coin Mining Central's giveaway? Awesome. Crypto Mikkel was first place winner. Got himself a free KS0 Pro. Should be shipping out to him soon, hopefully. He's going to be making millions. Millions, guys. 2025, Mikkel's a millionaire. FPGA farm out the yin-yang. Congratulations. That's awesome that you won that. I had a node from, Adafruit. By the time I got 2FA going, it was out of stock. Oh, you missed bad cat. You missed the whole stream. Power supply died, didn't you? Oh my gosh. No. What kind of power supply was that? What kind of power supply? FA, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Congrats. Yeah, that sucks. Power supply down, that's horrible. Imagine if mine went down in the middle of a stream. That would suck. That'd be bad. Bad day. A Raspberry Pi is good for staking coins like Evox. Techman, that's one of those. Oh, wow, we've been here for a while. So do we have any... Oh, wait, which aluminum miner do you recommend? Which aluminum? So do you mean ASIC? I don't know. That's a tough decision. Like currently, right now, if that's what you mean, ASIC miners, like we're still seeing Kaspa ASICs being top of the charts. Now it'll be interesting if the X5 gets firmware, because then that's going to be pretty high to the top, at least until, depending on the price and hash rate increase there, we'll decipher that. But yeah, it's still looking, everybody's all in on Kaspa for now. Block reward reductions, keep in mind, every month another one is happening in 8, 9, 10, like 12 more days is the next reduction, I believe, December 8th. And yeah, it'll be up to the Kaspa price. So it'll keep going up. It has been every month, it's been going up. So it does have that going for it. Could there be a month where it doesn't go up? Very possible. We'll just have to wait and see. But right now, looks like Kaspa miners are still top of the charts here for everything. Solar Mining KDA and KD Box Pro went back online last night. Hit a block within 6 hours of going back. Oh, nice. What's the hash rate on Kadena at these days anyway? I have not looked at that for a while. Kadena, how you doing? Oh, yeah, it is down. Oh, there's a big dip here for something. Something happened here in the world of Kadena. Huh. 60 cent Kadena could have hit $23, $24 again. I guess time will tell. But yeah, we had a big dip down there to 445 petahash. That's not even that big of a dip. The network is okay. that looks so much bigger on the scale when it really wasn't that much compared to, you know, maximize hash rate. What is the block reward on Cadena anyway? That's fine. Where's a pool here? F2 flare. Oh, it's all the big account pools. What is the Cadena block reward? I don't even know. Are you mad at Fudwiser's been trying to ask you a question? You just keep skipping them. Do I? Fudwiser, what is it? Oh, I was thinking about motherboard power splitters. What is your setup? Okay. Okay, sorry, Fudwiser. I apologize. I failed on you. I epically failed. Okay, motherboard powered splitters. Oh, for the 24 pins? Here, I'll bring up Discord here. I can't remember what they're called. Let me just go at it. You know, I'll just go into here. I got D miners sending the DM. All right. Where is? All right. Oh wow. What's going on here? What's going on here? Rabid's videos, YouTubers. Where is it? Amazon. Okay, we're going into Amazon here. And where are they? They are. Here's these ones. All right. So here are. So those are VGA. You don't want those. So here's the 24 pin. Motherboard splitters. I just gotta make sure this loads me into the proper account. Rabid, yeah, this is the right one. All right, so these are them right there. Oh, they went up $1 since yesterday. Only 3 left in stock. There was 6, but I bought a couple. I think there are cheaper ones out there, but I don't know how they do. I haven't tried these ones. These are the ones I do use, so I can say that nothing has melted or blew up on me. But you can. There are other versions out there that are, I think, $10 cheaper than this per one. But I've never used them, so I don't know. But I'll put the link down here. There's only 3 left, so it's probably gonna be a fight. I did order 3 myself, and actually, guys, don't order this yet till mine ship. Actually, because I want to make sure they ship out before there's none left, unless those are mine. But yeah, there's not many left. They're selling out fast. But those are the ones I use right there. Which aluminum mining rig for GPUs do you recommend? I have all my hardware, just trying to decide on a frame. Oh, you need aluminum frame. Okay, thank you very much for the $4.99. Much appreciated. Sorry you had to do a super chat to get that out there. But I don't know. Honestly, find the cheapest thing you can find. Like, I know there's, well, GPURisers, they do have their Octa kind of thingamajiggers, but you're just looking for a basic server frame that you could just go with, oh man, what are they called? You know, there's those Veta frames. Are they the Veta frames on Amazon? Yeah, let's check that out. Amazon. They got some of those on here. Let's just look at Veta frame. These guys, how much are they? Veta GPU rig. Veta, Vega, whatever they are. There's these ones. Oh, these are expensive. Okay, now don't buy off Amazon though, but it's just like a reference. You could see them here. But GPURisers, AAAWAVE has frames. Let me see. What are theirs worth right now? AAAWAVE has a bunch of frames. AAAWAVE sells frames. Where are they at? Brands, storage, network. Come on, computers. Computer cases. Would it be under computer cases here? We need mining frame. Where's the mining frame? Search for product. Mining frame. All right, here's some frames here. So how much are these? This one's only $43 by the looks of it. The sluice, the V2 sluice right here. That's a big 12-by one right here. It looks like it's on sale. I do have codes. I'm not sure if they're in the description or not, but I do have codes to here as well for like 50 off, 100 off, whatever. But here's a bunch of frames. You know, I'll put this in there for you. AAAWAVE. Does Nerd Gears have frames? I think Nerd Gears might have frames as well. Let's check them out. There's AAAWAVE. Let's try Nerd Gears here. They're usually sold out a lot. Why did it go to this? What's going on here? My internet fan. What? Nerd Gears. Nerdgears.com. All right, do they got some frames in here? Let's see. Black Friday sale. Graphics card, all products, mechanical keyboards. What do they got? What do they got? What was this? S19J Pro. $999. $19 power supply. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. 1200 watt. I don't see any mining frames. Come on, mining frames. You got any? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I'm not seeing any mining frames. Crypto mining hardware. Coverage card, new arrivals. Maybe they don't have mining frames. Nope, don't see nothing for mining frames. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess AAAWAVE. Otherwise, I can't remember the other brands. It's been so long since I bought something for GPUs. It's crazy. Can't remember. Yeah, Veta frames. Yeah, I have. There you go. Michael has a Veta frame to sell, so there's that there. But yeah, AAAWAVE has some, and there's other various GPURisers. Check. Yeah, GPURisers. They got frames as well. I got a bunch. They have that nice white frame too. GPURisers.com. Code Rabid. The Rabid or Rabidmining, one of the two. That's a discount code as well. Account. Let's just shop here. Where's their frames? Let's take a look at their frames. It's the white. There, here you go. Mining frames. They got two. So there's two mining frames here. One is on for $59, and the other one is $99. And then they also have that smart one. Like I said, it's like the Octaminer X12 one. So they got the smart rig right here, and that is $600 for that bad boy. So yeah, GPURisers is another option. RAB100 should give some type of discount there. We have Clinton Q, $5. Thank you very much for the $5. Know anyone who would trade a large Chia Evergreen miner setup for Kaspa miners? It's the 444 terabyte one. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of space. Maybe Voscoin. Ask Vosk. Voscoin is getting big on the old Chia department. I'd like to get a lot more, but I can't trade a Kaspa miner for it, especially when they're not even mine. They're still not even mine, so I can't do it. Thanks for the quick response. One more question. Can a 300 watt Pico power two 5900X rigs at 1 volt? You're going to try to put the splitter on a Pico. I would not do that. If you're running the Picos, that means you're running server power supplies. I would just get a Pico for a rig and not worry about the splitter in the first place. So just use the Picos, because you'll need a Pico per rig. So yeah, I'd go that route. If you're just going to go with Picos, use the Picos. If you're running ATX and you want to put them on the same power supply, then you run those splitters and stuff. 5900 has good hash rate, but I think more power consumption than a 3900X. Anyone could confirm? Michael V5, cannot confirm that yet, but I do have some coming, so I'll definitely be testing them out and seeing how they perform. So that'll be to be continued, that question. Hopefully they get here soon, but it's looking like around December 5th. So I still got a week and a half. I'm itching. You know, by the time they get here, you know, Zephyr will be under $1 and hash rate will be at 12 gigahash, and we're making less than a cent a day. And I'm just kidding. That would be like worst case scenario, horrible. Just buy long aluminum extrusions, saw them in there. Yeah, a lot of people make their own rigs too, like Alvadis. Not everyone's a genius like Alvadis Jokabakis, though. He makes everything. He knows everything. But yeah, that's definitely an option. If you're good with measurements and building, you could definitely make your own mining frames, 100%. What do you think about Canixium coin making 12 to a day? That's an interesting thing. Let's find out. It's making 12 to 13 a day on an X16. Well, then I already think it's not as good as Octa. But we'll have a look here. Let's see what hashrate.no is saying about the ASICs right now. All right, hashrate, what do you want to tell us today? X16Q. What is ABS? That's almost like ABS brakes. What is ABS? Ethash. This is a new coin? I've never heard of this one. But it looks like it just passed Canixium. Octa.Space is telling us, oh, Octa's way down. Wait, okay, no, that's right. I have multiple miners on Octa. That's why I was thinking higher than that. Okay, yeah, single X16. Okay, yeah, it's obviously a bigger boost here. But this is what I feel. You know, I'm just, like I said, I mentioned this yesterday. You watch these coins after some time. You come to these profit calculators. Okay, this is in the lead. Everyone comes here. eventually hash rate moves over, and then people go to this coin and this coin, and everything keeps doing that. So usually we see Octa.Space slowly creep back up and then back down. We don't know what any of these coins are going to be doing in a bull run because they're all fairly new or haven't seen one yet. So I'm just trailing away in Octa.Space. You know, it might not look like the profits are up, but as people move away to try and smash this out, smash this out, smash this one out now, the yields slowly pick up. Like 3-4 days ago, I was only getting like 12, 13 Octa a day. And then the past couple days, I've been upwards of 17 to 20 coins. So the yields are up because people are all fighting around over these. And I feel Octa.Space, you know, it's probably going to do something. I don't know. I don't know if any coin's going to do anything. But, you know, Octa has a chance to do something with you know, the recent hype it's gained and things they are building and whatever. So, you know, I'm just going with that. It's also getting Pac-Man, which spiked. It started at 3 cents. Pac-Man spiked to over 15 cents now. So that's added an extra $1.50, you know, every couple of days in revenue there. And plus we got the ZIL going, which in theory you can mine ZIL with all of these. But yeah, so I'm just hanging out down here at this guy. It might not look like much right now, but in 2025, this could be, you know, $461 a day for all I know. I have no idea. Not going to be that high, but you know, this could be worth $50, $60, $70 a day right now, just through yields that we're doing it and then selling it in the bull run. So that's all I'm doing. The X16 and stuff, I don't really pay attention to them. They're decently efficient. I'm just letting them ride and collecting coins. I'll check out how many coins I have in a couple of years and see what they're worth. That's what I'm doing there anyway. Obviously, if big pumps come and people are like, how do we mine this? What's going on? Then I'll transition over and make a video or something, but then I'll usually just transition back to my old Octa.Space and just hang out and wait. Have you ever used EXO mode in BIOS on the 50? No, I haven't. I don't have a 5900X yet, so no, I haven't tried it on that. I can't remember if I tried it on my 7950X or not. I'd have to go back and look, but I don't think I've really ever used the eco mode. I have heard that more people are using it lately though. And it's been working. There's also a lot of people using the PBO. I've never found the PBO to actually be decent at all in terms of efficiencies and hash rate, but some people still say it is a better way, so maybe I should revisit it. Maybe some BIOS upgrades have happened. You know, a lot of things have happened over the past little bit. I was looking at my XMR 7950X hash rate video. I changed the name, put Zephyr in it because it's the same algorithm. Same thing applies. But that was over a year ago. I'm like, wow, this video is that old already? That was a year ago I did that on the 7950X. But it still applies, you know, hash rate testing there for that. But new miners have emerged, so I kind of want to go through everything all over again and see what has changed. Is anything more efficient, less efficient? Hash rate's the same, different? We don't know. We'll have to see. I am mining all those other crappy coins and swapping all into Octa. See, that's definitely a way to do it. Good job, Andy. You know, that you can totally follow the pumps, swap them out ASAP. In theory, that is a better way to even go about it because you would get even more coins than mining that way as well. So yeah, for sure. I'm just interested in saving as much power. So, you know, I'll test it out. Remind me. I'll let you, well, in Discord, I'll be like, hey, 5900Xs are here or whatever. But remind me to test it out and we'll see at it and get for it. But yeah, usually I just drop that clocks, drop the whatever we called it, the voltage down, and you usually get fairly efficient that way. But yeah, I'll check out eco mode, see what it does. It increases Octa.Space market cap. Yeah. All right, so I just want to run through here one last thing quick. Went through that. All right, so I guess we're going to wrap this one up, guys. It's been, you know, almost 2 hours, so thank you, everyone, for showing up for this live stream. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.